Hey, guys and dolls, what is going on? It is Icy with
Romance.
Ash is here in Hearthstone for what I am calling the Great Experiment.
Oh, finally the game works for me. Okay, anyway.
Okay, you need to breathe.
No, my game was frozen on the screen. Now it's not. So, what is this experiment we're trying?
Okay. The experiment we're trying is this. You are going to run one deck. One deck. So pick it and announce it.
And it could be my choosing of a basic deck or a custom deck.
It has to be a custom deck.
I only got 4 custom decks. Shoot.
Okay, it has to be a custom deck.
So I'll run my druid deck for this first experiment.
Okay. It's the one you're going to run the whole time.
Oh, so I can run it. How many times am I going to be running this?
At least 4.
Okay.
Two times per episode, and I'm hoping this experiment is going to be 2 episodes long. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, crap. 4. For sure. Well,
4 for sure.
We'll decide that later. Right now it's going to be 2.
All right.
For this episode, it's going to be 2.
Can I click choose?
Yes. I am the one that is going to be running different decks. And what I'm hoping happens is that I can find weaknesses in the decks that I can fix. I can find strengths in the deck that I can bring out.
Let me give you a friendly pointer since we're already into this experiment. Let me give you a friendly piece of advice.
Okay.
Sometimes it is not the type of deck you run. Sometimes it is the summoner that runs the deck.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something I learned in my last arena run. That will be coming out on my channel very, very shortly. Okay.
Serving beverages. I love it.
Filling up loading bar. That's cute.
That's so cool.
Anduin
I learned because in the arena, you get to pick what type of deck you run. And you get to pick your cards for your deck, but you can't go back and change it. Once you create your deck, you create it.
Uh-huh.
And then the last arena run I had, I suck. I will say that.
Okay. So I got mine. I think this is like the best.
Well, this sucks. Royally sucks on my end. You're going to have to go back and watch my end to see what I mean. Oh, and that's not even any better. Jeez.
I like your card back.
Thanks. That's the Goblins versus Gnome card back when I think it was December's ranked.
Cool.
Bye.
Ready for action. Job's done.
Because if you go back and you watch last episode, it was the end of last episode, It was a close match. He wound up forfeiting because he got me down to 1 hit point, and I had 1 monster with 4 attack, and he had 4 hit points left, so he knew he was going to lose.
I wonder.
Okay, right there, I'm going to tell you right now, right there is your first mistake.
Okay. What was that?
If you're looking to get into ranked, you're going to want to save your spell cards. Okay, I'll explain.
Don't worry, I'm holding on to other spell cards.
But what I'm saying is, you just played back-to-back Holy Smites and back-to-back turns just to do damage to me. What if I had a card that had 10 attack and 5 health? what would you do then?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, that's the weakness on the player end, not the deck end.
Yeah, this is exactly what I meant by sometimes it's not the type of deck you run, it is the person who mans the deck. Because what a lot of people tend to do is they say, oh, this person has no taunt cards on the field. I could go straight after the hero. But that's when you lose board control. That's when you essentially sign yourself over to the fact that you may lose the game. And that's just from stuff that now, cards like that are really good. But using back-to-back Holy Smites and back-to-back turns
is not a wise idea.
It is not a wise idea.
Okay.
And also, going after the hero constantly is also not a wise idea. And I will show you why in this turn. You have now, in one card, you have now lost complete control of the board, and you have now allowed me to attack you outright.
Oh, crap!
And you also have to look at each card and what they do if they have a lightning symbol or a death rattle symbol.
Yeah,
because my master swordsmith gives a random enemy a
random friendly
minion plus 1 attack at the end of my turn, which means I can play this.
Bingo!
Yeah. You have to attack that. You have no say in the matter. And this is what some new players tend to do. They tend to fall into that trap of, okay, I can attack the hero just plain old outright. There's no shields or taunt monsters or stealth monsters on the field. I could just attack outright. But they tend to lose board control. They tend to not read specific effects of cards. And in the end,
that's the undoing.
It gets them in this kind of trouble. And I'm still learning about board control, so I'm no pro at this game by any means. But just from what I've learned, I'm passing that on to you. And also, if you look at my mana and look at your mana, you sometimes have to pay attention to spell cards as well. I'm now two mana ahead of you.
What?
I played a card on down that gave me an empty mana crystal.
Oh my gosh.
And now that spell card, and if you look over to your left, you'll see all the cards that have been played. You can hover over the last card that's been played, and it shows you.
Shoot. Man, did I just screw myself royally.
And it's not, this is, it's just sometimes player miscalculation.
Hey, give me a minute.
Other times, especially if somebody is new, they're going to look at this and say, okay.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Because this is a strategy-based card game. You have to develop your strategies based on... Whoa.
Oh, and might I tell you something? And it's something I learned, I think, 1 or 2 episodes back. When you've got 2 taunt monsters on the field like that...
Yeah.
don't waste the one with the most attack trying to attack the other taunt monster if somebody else has a taunt monster in the field. Waste the one that had 3 attack. That way, if you were to attack me outright, you could attack me with the 9 attack one and end the game.
But also, if you have 2 taunt monsters and you know you're not going to lose a monster, you can do that. And sometimes in the higher the rank you go, the more strategy you have to develop in your head. And sometimes you may have to do that. You may not have a choice. See, sometimes it's worth the risk. Because in the end, and let me tell you, in the end, I still have board control.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I see it. Oh, you cheat. Oh.
I'm not a cheat.
No, I was going to call you cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
How am I cheap?
Holding on to that core hound.
I've had that core hound since the very beginning. Okay, do you got time for one more? You got time for one more?
Well, boys and girls, we just unlocked a new card.
Ooh, alright.
Holy Nova. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. That one is going in my pre-stack off camera. And I have just learned one heck of a lot.
I've managed to learn a lot when I play ranked. So you up for one more?
Yeah. I've already picked.
Alright. So, and I have to stick with Druid. So.
Yep. The great experiment. Now we know end results from phase 1 is that sometimes it is not a matter of deck, it is a matter of player error.
Exactly. Now let's see how you play this side.
Your soul shall be mine.
Ooh. I am keeping this sucker.
Ooh, a level 30 priest. One of my friends became a level 30 priest.
Awesome!
Okay.
Ready for action.
Ooh, while you're taking your turn, I am gonna have to turn. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Doc. I am gonna have to turn my volume down just a bit in the game menu.
Why do you fall?
Ooh, nice.
Why do you fall?
Nice indeed. Okay. Now this is how I was able to be 2 mana crystals ahead of you.
Oh.
Then I can gain 2 more mana crystals this turn only.
Oh.
And I'll end my turn there.
Ready for action.
Now here's something I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Playing 3 taunt monsters in a row is not such a good idea.
As you command.
Again, it goes back to what I said to you last match about what if you had a more powerful monster? You don't have anything to back that up.
If you only saw my hand. If you only saw the hand that I have.
But see, just because, and I'm going to say this outright, because I've had some very good hands that I've lost with.
I never said, I'm going to preface your comment by saying this, I never said my hand was good.
Okay, no, but I am going to say this. Just because you think your hand is good, it may not be that good. Because see, you just lost another taunt monster. You have to be willing to risk things in this game, as I've learned.
You're in trouble now.
And then you have to discard that card.
I didn't lose any cards.
Yeah, you did, because you can't get it back. Unless that animation was wrong, you cannot get that card back.
But I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose anything. I wanted to specifically get rid of those cards. There's a particular point to the deck that I have.
Sometimes I don't get people's deck.
As the master wishes.
Ooh, excuse me, everybody.
As you command. To arms!
I don't get it when people...
No, I thought because of the cards that I played to get to that, I could get to that, but I couldn't. So... if you're new and you don't understand taunt, you're gonna go straight after the hero, and you can't do that. I've also had people in ranked who do that.
As the master wishes.
Now, I guess with the Warlock deck, the question is, how far are you willing to take your health down in order to win the game?
Very true. Very true.
That's the next question you have to ask yourself is, how far are you willing to take? You built, and I noticed this about this particular deck, you have built really beefy?
I built beefy because
Where shall I
built beefy because I took one look at the hero power and I was like, I don't want to be attacked. That's the intention. In order to get to the Warlock, you have to get through this tank line in the front.
But this is, I will say this, and some people compare this to League of Legends, or some of the people on my Princess have compared this to League of Legends, and I have to snap them out of it and say, hey, this is not League of Legends by any means.
No, it's not. But you have to think all games in general. Okay, all games in general, you have to put a strategy together. Okay, and the more I ran this through ranked, because I used ranked last season as my test for this deck, and I basically figured out that in order to use the hero power, you cannot get attacked.
True. Which is why I will probably never build a Warlock deck a day in my life.
Magic detected.
Well, that now explains why you played 3 taunt monsters at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Farewell.
You're in trouble now.
Lost one of your shields, eh?
Because I wanted the 6 attack monster. I'm willing to lose the 3 mana cost taunt monsters for the 6 ones.
Behold the might of storm wind!
And now we just got silent all of a sudden.
Because I'm thinking about something for just a minute.
Farewell.
Get behind me.
Job done.
I am not liking these.
I'm also trying to save my voice because I almost busted my voice box out in my Dragoness recording. Because I had to deal with spiders. And I still have to deal with spiders.
And I made you scream on accident, so... Again, I am sorry for that.
We'll just go ahead and do this. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this.
Don't go easy on me. Just
I'm not going easy on you. Dang it! The wrong way! The wrong way! Wrong way!
It's a random freaking card, Amber. What did you expect?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Congrats!
Thank you!
You were willing to take that risk.
Yeah, I was.
See, sometimes it's
that risk versus reward thing, and I was holding on to it, just waiting for the right time.
Well, thank you for getting my...
And then I noticed you had the R... I was like, wait a minute. 3. This was supposed to be 4. And then I looked, and I'm like, oh, the armor. So I was like, ding!
Well, guys, on my end, I got a golden healing touch card.
Nice!
We're leveling up to 20 on my druid deck, so... we ran about a good 25 minutes, I want to say, so I will be heading off here now.
Alright, me too. Thanks for playing, Ash.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Until next time, guys. Have fun, rock on, peace out.
Stay true, be you, live life. You never know when they'll pass you by. We'll see you back here for more Hearthstone.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.